All right, W213s on the used market represent quite a deal. A lot of sedans out there, not a lot of wagons. The wagons that are out there usually don't have a lot of the options. So this video is aimed at showing you some of the options that are available, and you can make the decision if you want to refine your search to only include those that have the options or not. We'll start with the wheels. These are 19s. 18s were standard. The 19s were an upgrade, and in my opinion, add quite a lot to the aesthetics of the car from the exterior. Another option is this hologram that shows the Mercedes star on the ground on both front doors. That's an option. I think it's one that's worth it. Designo leather package. That gives you leather on the door panel. You get the emblems, the seat leather, the dash leather. All of that is part of that package. The headrests, the comfort headrests that are like airplane headrests where you can adjust them. They come out as well. Adds quite a lot to the comfort. That's an option. Inside the car. All right. First thing you notice is my instrument cluster is the digital cluster option. That's adds another 12-inch screen. I love it. I think it's much nicer, more modern looking than the analog gauges. That's a personal preference sort of thing. All right. This has the parking assist, or Parktronic, I guess. It will pull into a spot for you, do all the steering and all the braking and everything, turn signal for you. You don't have to do anything. You just press the button and then confirm the spot with your dial pad, and it'll park for you. This car has the air body control, front and rear. All wagons have rear, but this adds it to the front. It's basically airmatic. It's got 3 different levels of height. You can set it to raise up to about 40 miles an hour. I think it'll stay an inch higher. That option is part of the P3, I believe. So there's P1, P2, and P3 in their packages, and they come with lots of different things. P2 and P3, I think, also include some of your driver's assist features. So you'll have these buttons if your car has those features. This is for the steering assist, the lane keeping, the parking sensors. Also, I believe that, this is the heads-up display, which I'm not sure if you can see that there, but I'll turn it off. It goes away. So I rather like the heads-up display. The speedometer, I don't have to look down to find the speed, to be honest, I get lost in the cluster looking for the speed quickly. It's nice when it's up there right beside the speed limit sign. I don't know if you can see that, but it says 25 next to the speed you're actually going. Other options, we've got Alcantara headliner, and the A-pillars are trimmed in it too. Quite luxurious looking. We've got the panoramic sunroof with the front and the back separately. 2 different covers showing you that part. The optional sunscreens in the back. We have heated door panels, and the center console as well is heated. So you get both armrests front. You can turn them on individually, so you don't have to heat your passenger's arm if you don't want to. I don't have the optional ventilated seats. There would be another button here if I did. So all these features I think are pretty important to me. So that's why it took me 2 months to find this car, and I had to drive pretty far away to get it. The suspension is probably one of my favorites. Having the ability to change the dampening and the height is just awesome. The digital cluster, I think, just makes this thing look so much newer than it is. This is what modern cars are coming with now, and this car is 9 years old, and had it. That's awesome. It works flawlessly. They did a really good design with it's high quality. There's no pixelation. We have a Volvo similar vintage, and it just looks like crap compared to the Mercedes. The other thing that I love about this is how quickly you can get in, start it, put it in reverse, and the cameras come on. It doesn't waste any time. It knows that's a priority thing, so it doesn't wait like the Volvo will to boot up and go through that process, where sometimes I'll have to wait 3 or 4 seconds before I get the camera to display. On the Mercedes, it's rather instant. So pop it into reverse and you've got the cameras. 360 camera also is an option. I've got a pretty messy garage, so everything is in here, but you've got different views with the cameras. So there you can see beside you with the mirror cameras. You've got the front camera. You've got a bigger front camera. So the 360 camera is nice. You get the turning, the wheel lines that show you where your wheels are going to track. The dynamic modes in this car are amazing, especially when you pair that with the Airmatic. There we go. Let me see if it will go into Sport Plus. Both of those drop the suspension down, firm it up a little bit. Sport Plus has even firmer suspension, and it's noticeable, and it feels quite different than, say, in Comfort. It feels like two different cars. So it's quite awesome. The interior on these 213s, in my opinion, is probably the best interior of any car in this vintage. It's just such a good looking interior, especially with the 12-inch digital cluster. I can't say enough about the leather treatment on the dash. If you get that option with the Designo, it's worth it. Such a great car. The only other thing that's an option that I forgot to mention was the air freshener. So you have 3 levels to adjust your fragrance, which is pretty cool. You don't have that in a lot of cars. You can do 3 different settings. It's got ionization as well, which I don't really notice that, but it's there, I guess. So, great car, fantastic car, love it. If you're in the used market for one of these, those are some of the options that you may be interested in. So, you can usually tell with the pictures of like online listings. You'll be able to tell if it has the digital cluster. You'll be able to tell from pictures if it has the driver's assist features. The heads-up display, you'll see the heads-up display screen in the dash. I don't think many of these came with the Alcantara headliner. It was pretty rare. This is the only one. When I looked at maybe 15 different cars that had it. I think they all have the interior lighting. That was standard, I believe. The headrests are worth it, in my opinion. I think that was like a $150 option or something like that. But on the long trips, it's just so much more comfortable to be able to adjust them, because you can go forward and backwards. You can do these little ears will fold in and out like on an airplane. So really nice features. Okay. If I left anything out, feel free to mention it in the comments. Good luck with your car search.